Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are gonna give some feedback to Nazerke. If you are new to this channel, hi, I'm Harshit. I'm an IELTS trainer. I train people for other English proficiency tests also such as CELPIP, PTE and OET. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and watch more videos. So let's get to the mock test. If you're looking for a similar mock test, contact me on WhatsApp and we can get started. Okay, I'm gonna look here because my main monitor is here. Don't feel like it is here. I know for some. When I look here, it is weird. Anyhow,
My name is Harshit and I'll be your mock examiner for the day. Could you please tell me your full name?
My full name is Nazerke Sarsenbay. Okay, you can call me just Nazerke. Naz.
Okay, great.
little nervousness is there.
So where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan. It's a Central Asia.
It's a Central Asia. What is that? It's in Central Asia.
Can you tell me more about your place?
More about where I living,
Yes.
where I living.
I think more about your place. I think it is clear. Um, Maybe I could have asked where is your hometown or like that. But if it is not clear, yes, of course you can ask. Otherwise, one way to say is actually I live in a house in a place called Tata. Talk a bit about the house and even your place if you want, just to avoid the confusion. Otherwise, just like simply ask for clarification.
Now I'm living in a small
I'm living.
town located in northern side of Kazakhstan,
Hesitation is there here and there. Even though you'll feel like she's fluent, she's not actually. She is, but not a lot.
which uh, which called
Which is called.
Kulan, and it's near Taraz.
Do you like your hometown?
Of course, my hometown is located in a
Of course, okay.
quiet and peaceful place where people can just relax and unwind.
Mm-hmm.
Relax and unwind.
Especially
What kind of in the same way? But okay.
there, you can just recharge your spirit and energy if you
Recharge your spirit and energy. Good.
are introvert person.
If you are an introvert person.
Okay, great. And do you work or study?
Currently, I'm a student, but if I'm not mistaken, last summer I was working as a waiter.
If I'm not mistaken, you're like, actually, currently I'm a human being, but if I'm not mistaken, I was an alien before. You're saying like that. Dude, you worked there. It was last summer. It wasn't really long ago. It was kind of recent. So you must be sure about that at least, right? How is, if I'm not mistaken, this expression relevant here? I don't feel so. I don't think so. See, I remember all the internships I did. I remember with every person I worked, every company I worked with, even every fights I had with some corporations, whatever you call it, right? I remember all of that. I'm not mistaken here, especially if it is about your part-time job or the job of a waitress, right? So you can simply say, currently I am a student. However, last summer I did the work of as a waitress in this place, blah blah blah. That is more natural and clear. But if I'm not mistaken, what? That doesn't come here. It sounds fancy, but it doesn't come here. I feel like you have memorized it here. Oh my God, I sound kind of strict and rude. Let's see. Next question.
In order to do for a living and
In order to do for a living, what does that mean?
earn money.
Huh? I was a waitress at a local restaurant or whatever, just to get some amount for blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's talk about your home. Okay.
hmm
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
Currently, I'm living in a
Um, so you're adding certain things that is not needed and you're omitting certain things that are needed. Be careful.
house. It's a detached house where
Detached house, good.
I am living with my parents and three younger sisters.
She got good pronunciation features, not great features, but yes, intonation is the word stress is the. So learn from her pronunciation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, what's your favorite room in your home and why?
My favorite room is my bedroom, where I can just relax and do whatever I want. Especially nowadays, as I mentioned, I'm preparing for
She didn't actually mention she's preparing for IELTS. I mean, she told me, but not during the exams. But okay, okay.
IELTS exam, and my bedroom is the best place to preparation.
Little slips are fine. And self-correction.
Mm-hmm. Great. Is there anything you would like to change about your home?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes.
It was clear, right?
Is there anything you would like to change about your
Mhm.
home?
No, definitely no, since my house and any rooms there are
And every room, or all rooms, yeah. I mean, you are in your home, right? Little confusion.
my favorites, but the best, as I mentioned, is my bedroom. So I I don't want to change anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you prefer living in the city or the countryside?
Currently, I'm living in a
Again, hmm.
rural
Make sure you don't repeat the same mistake.
area, but in the future, I'd prefer living in a urban area
What is urban? It's urban. Urban.
or sprawling cities where you can find hustle and bustle and develop your communication skills and expand your knowledge. Especially,
Mm-hmm.
it's convenient and beneficial for teenagers like me.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now
Mhm.
let's talk about clothes. Okay, so what kind of clothes do you usually wear?
Clocks or
Clothes,
Clothes. Clothes. I said clothes only, right?
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah.
Um, so it depends. It depends on my mood and occasion situations. So if I'm going to the birthday parties, I usually just uh, uh, wear floral dresses, which I really,
Floral dresses. The ones with flowers in it.
which are my favorite, since I'm just like feminine girl. But in
Good expression. Feminine girl.
most cases, I wear just t-shirts and other clothes. Yeah, which
Okay,
are
great.
One more thing. She is comfortable here. I mean, from this you can see. But whenever you're attending an interview, doesn't matter if it's IELTS or not, doesn't matter if it's online or offline, be comfortable, but don't be over comfortable. Don't do like this. And we had one student, Wong. So he has attended mock tests from my side multiple times actually. Some of them didn't appear here because he asked me not to post, and it was I paid one, he paid little extra so that I won't post it. So sometimes we get too comfortable. Don't do that. Rather try to be a little bit professional. Here, even I'm very comfortable. I mean, I'm wearing a casual dress, I'm moving around, but I'm not like this doing really childish stuff. Not childish, I mean, very comfortable stuff, right? I'm not just keeping my legs on the table or anything. So just my opinion, okay, you can take it if you want, but whenever you attend interviews, don't do this, okay, don't do this, don't do that, or don't do this, right? You're talking to your laptop and the camera is here, right? So keep your arms and everything below your shoulder, right? Below your shoulders, that is better.
Um,
cool.
okay.
This is fine. I mean, she's keeping it like this because it's comfortable, but you know what I mean.
Have you ever worn a uniform?
Uniform.
Okay, about this reverse questioning, I mean, uniform. You don't really need to ask that. I mean, you can directly answer it.
Can you repeat, please?
She got it. I mean, then can you repeat, please? What is that, man?
Yes. Have you ever worn a uniform?
Yeah,
If you understood it and you did like how Nazerke did it here. I mean, said the same word and again can you repeat? It's kind of awkward, weird, at least for me. Maybe you will also feel the same.
Of course, as I mentioned, currently I'm a student, so every student at school as well as at university, they should just wear certain uniform at university, so at school. So it's important
Mm-hmm.
also.
Okay.
But the question was about her. It was not kind of a general question. Rather, the question was, do you wear a uniform or not? Or have you ever worn a uniform or not? Okay. So you can simply say, since I'm a student, I'm supposed to wear uniforms. It is actually mandatory in my school for everyone to wear uniforms. It is because when you wear a uniform, it shows that you are from the same school and it shows uniformity, which I think should be there in every educational institution. And maybe it gives equality too, especially when it comes to your outfits. So something like that.
Okay, so do you like wearing uniforms or do you like casual
Again,
clothes?
Honestly, I don't like wearing uniforms since I find it really boring and tedious. And from a point of view, it's inconvenient and uncomfortable for me just in order to concentrate on certain tasks or something about this at school.
okay, answer. I mean, the answer is fine. Language is good, but I mean, the answer when you wear, maybe it depends. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you like shopping for clothes?
Uh, Definitely yes. Just I usually go to shopping with my parents, and I'm big fan of shopping,
I'm a big fan. I'm big fan, nahi. I'm a big fan.
especially
Sorry about that, nahi. Nahi means no in Hindi. Sometimes it comes, I kind of juggle between Malayalam, English, Hindi, and sometimes I try to learn other languages. So for example, if I talk in Hindi for a while, it comes to me naturally. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to someone who knows Hindi. So sometimes that happens.
but nowadays I don't have enough money to go shopping. So I'm just teenager who are living off
Living off parents' money, good.
her parents. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you like waiting on long queues when you go for shopping?
Uh, I Can you repeat?
Yes. Do you like waiting on long queues
It's clear, right? I even explained.
when you go out for clothes shopping?
Reading? Reading?
No, no, not reading. Do you like waiting? So whenever we go out for shopping, there will be a line, right? Before we can check out, there will be a line that is called a queue, right? So,
I
huh.
cannot answer the
You
question.
did this. Like, so we go out for shopping, right? To the
Uh-huh.
mall or somewhere. So anyhow, we'll need to wait on a line, right? A queue, long queue. So do
Line.
you,
Nothing like this will happen for the real test. The examiner won't explain this much. They'll be like, huh.
No,
yeah, yeah.
so the question is,
Do you like
Try to remember the question if possible.
waiting on long queues when you go out for clothes shopping?
okay. So no, definitely no, since I don't like queues, especially when I go to shopping. I don't be interfered by other people,
I don't interfere. Huh?
and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's amazing. Your part one is over. Now let's move on to part two of the speaking test. So here I'll be giving you a topic and I want you to talk on it for 1 to 2 minutes. Wait for a
So this is the topic I gave her. Talk about a time when you had to wait a long time for something. So let's listen to her answer.
1 to 2 minutes for this and I'll let you know when the time is. Please begin.
So when me and my parents went to the sprawling city named Almaty, we
I kind of feel like There is some memorized vocabulary being used here. Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
me and my mom went went to shopping
Struggling.
in order to buy checked and floral dresses, as I mentioned, which are my favorite and clothes, types of clothes. So if my memory serves me right, I was waiting for 4 hours in order to just. My mom was looking for a checked dress, so it was really important for her in order to go to birthday party of her bosom friend. So what I can say that it was a tedious and boring period for me, and I was really exhausted after that and have a sense of fatigue. But if my memory serves me right,
Don't repeat the same expression again and again.
and if I'm not mistaken, after after
I mean, okay, let's continue and I'll say.
that, I went to attraction. Yeah,
I went to attraction. What?
near attraction where
I went to a nearby attraction or tourist attraction.
I just could elevate my mood. But my mom, I couldn't find my mom. I can say that then when I was waiting for my mom, I found myself in the middle of nowhere. So it was really at the same time exhausting period.
It was really what? At the same time, huh?
Exhausting time and situation, but at the same time I was frightened to death, and
Frightened to death, good usage.
yeah, you know. And after 4 hours, my mom came to find me, but I was at home this time, of course, and yeah. So, but as I mentioned, she was looking for
Okay, thank you so much. Let now.
But I'm not really satisfied with the answer. I mean, the question is about the time you had to wait long for something, but yeah, you just lost your mom or you both got lost in one place. But what is the wait? I mean, okay, maybe I didn't understand.
I'll be asking one or two related questions. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Do you often have to wait for things in your daily life?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, yes. Do you often have to wait for things in your daily life?
These are a few of the things that make me extremely patient.
Wait for a fix.
Yeah,
Um,
things. Ah, yes.
uh, so in my daily life, in my daily routine, no, since I don't know, I cannot just. Can you repeat, please, this?
What? That is the feeling anyone would have. Okay, you started and again, can you repeat the question? Dude, what is this? I mean, I'm smiling and all, but I don't want to be rude, but maybe I sound rude. But it's kind of annoying, to be honest, when you do this. Okay, when you start the answer and again ask for repetition. Really? I for real?
Question?
Okay. Do you often have to wait for things in your daily life?
Ah,
So if you're planning to attend a mock test with me or anyone, make sure you use a headset. Even if you go on Amazon or any other website, it won't cost you a fortune. You can get it, I don't know, for like $2 or even in maybe $1 not really, maybe $2, $3. That's in that amount, you will get an okay headset, right? Get one. Otherwise, it will be like this.
definitely no.
I have had
Since
similar experiences. I normally don't talk about it, but sometimes it's true.
my
And don't do like this. See here, don't do like this because see, this is an international test, and I mean I know that it's a mock test, but you gotta maintain some level of professionalism.
daily routine the same every single day. So I don't wait for situations or things or items. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't like that answer.
for people.
Okay. So let's talk more about this waiting and all. Okay.
I kind of feel like she's not so familiar with the test format, or at least how speaking is done.
So do you think people are less patient now than they were used to be?
So maybe yes. Since in the 21st century, in the developing world, there are a great deal of technical devices and they can affect negatively on our patients. So, from a point of view, nowadays individuals are really impatient than they used to. Mhm.
Okay.
So why do you think this is so?
Mm.
Why do you think people are less patient these days?
So as I mentioned, it's due to technical devices which can affect in our brain cells and
Which can affect not in our brain cells.
which can affect negatively on us. Yeah. Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Mhm.
Or what? Don't do that. Or or stop. Don't do that.
Okay. So what are some situations where people hate waiting?
Heat waiting.
Yeah. So what are some situations where people hate
You heard it again. Repetition. Okay.
waiting?
So when they go shopping, as we mentioned,
Mm,
they usually
mm,
may for clothes, for queue, for other people, as it was my in my situation. So, but
mm.
uh, in Kazakhstan, in most cases, people hit waiting for celebrations, for birthdays, especially since I don't know, maybe it's due to
What is this? Don't do that. Don't do that.
the fact that there are mentality, men, yeah, just
What is that? Oh, what was that?
so.
Okay.
She's like, she's like, what did I just do?
I
All right. So has technology helped reduce waiting time in any way?
uh uh yes, since nowadays there are a great deal of uh catchy
I
saving
mean, most of the expressions and they are repetitive in nature.
technologies which can just reduce waiting time in um when people are waiting for queue or waiting for
Meeting inaccurate.
other people, especially
Look at my face. It says everything.
in shopping malls in the 21st century. You can find new technologies, tech-savvy technologies.
Ah, I thought I would give a okay score for lexical research, and I have already started to reconsider.
And
You know why? Tech savvy technologies. Tech savvy is used to talk about something or a person that is more like an expert in technology, but tech savvy technology? Huh? Let's Google it because I'm not so sure. Accept it. Um, okay. Um, Tech savvy. Oops. Uh, I know spelling is wrong. I don't wanna. Being, yeah, but what is tech savvy technology? Is that something? What is the meaning? That is a person who is tech savvy, Rain. But here, tech savvy technology, I'm not really familiar with that expression or whatsoever it is. So, yeah.
So they are really beneficial for us, for people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, now let's talk about patience. So, is
Hmm.
patience something that can be learned?
Mm, in most cases, yes, but
In most cases, yes. Straightforward answer like that. That
uh, occasionally, no. Why no? Since some people are impatient. Uh, some patient in impatient, since I don't know. Maybe it's
you don't know.
due to their worldview or opinions, personality, characters, and in most cases, people are impatient due to their personalities, especially who are maybe serious or quick-tempered. They are in
Quick tempered, okay, it's actually short tempered.
most cases usually impatient. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Should children be taught to be more patient?
Of Yes, of course. In the 21st century, as we know, everybody are living in society, so we should be really patient. We
Hmm.
should be more serious about other people. So it's really important and essential. Not only just essential, it's crucial for people. Mhm.
Hmm. Okay, so are there any other advantages to having to wait for something?
Uh, Advantages?
Yeah.
I don't think so, since just waiting for people, waiting for things which are not important for us. Yeah, of course, if it's important, we can wait, and it can be really merit for us. But in most cases, these things, these people are not important, or they are really intolerant people, so it's not advantage. Mhm.
Hmm. Okay, so thank you so much.
That is the end of our speaking test. At first, when you listen to her answers, especially in part one, you will feel like, oh, this girl is so fluent. Maybe, but not really. She is fluent to some extent, but not so. Let's talk more about this. But before that, I know you are not subscribed. You haven't subscribed yet, and it makes me horrible. It brings pain to my heart to know that you haven't subscribed yet. So go and subscribe. Yeah. Okay. If you have also far, comment down below how you're feeling so far. Anyhow, overall it was okay, but there were a lot of issues. Not a lot, but yeah, a lot of issues. Confusion, repetition, this and that. And it's easy for examiners to catch that you have memorized a bit. Right. So for fluency and coherence, I can give a 6. I'm not gonna reduce it. 6, okay, she's able to speak and all, but in many questions she didn't answer well. There were repetition this and that. I could consider that and reduce the score again, but okay, fine. I'll be a bit kind. With lexical resource, you'll feel like it is a 7, but maybe. But I won't give a 7. Maybe 6 to 7, maybe 6.5. Yeah. With grammar, no more than 6. I cannot give more than that because I didn't notice any grammar structures. There are grammar mistakes, a lot of lapses, errors, and all. Um, then there is no flexibility with the sentence structures. I didn't notice much of any flexibility here. since most of the answers were kind of short in nature. So maybe a 6, maybe I can reduce it, but no, I'm not gonna reduce it. So 6. Pronunciation, yes, I can give a 7. Maybe I can reduce it to a 6.5. 7, why? Because she got really good intonation and word stress, sentence stress. That's good. Even though she mispronounced or certain words. Okay, so that is my scoring. So when you do the math, this will be a 6 to 6.5. Okay, so this is a 6, very close to a 6.5 if she's lucky and doesn't make these many mistakes and blunders, maybe a 6.5. Not a 7 at all, not a 7. You'll need to work more to get a 7. I'll tell you what to do if you want to get a 7. First of all, don't memorize stuff. Only use the phrases, language, whatsoever you know the usage of, and that comes to you naturally. And if you don't understand the question, don't start answering and then ask for the question. That's very weird. I can actually reduce your score for that. I mean, I'm not doing it, but you could lose scores for that also. Then your answers aren't so organized. There is no proper transition in certain answers, so add transition that will help you a lot. Then, of course, topic specific vocabulary is important, but that doesn't mean that you gotta fill your answers to the brim with vocabulary. You don't do that, right? Simply use the words related to the topic and be a comfortable, natural, fluent speaker. Then maybe you'll get a 7. So for now, I'm gonna give this a 6. You might get a 6.5, but I'm not gonna give that. And dear students, you can criticize me. You can also do the scoring, right? So my scoring is a 6. Maybe a 6.5. She's lucky, otherwise it's a 6. I can reduce it, but I'm not going to reduce. So that's all. So thank you so much for staying so far. If you enjoy these kind of feedback videos, share the link of this channel with others. Share this video with your friends or anyone who's preparing for this particular test or any other English proficiency test. Only with your help I can grow and we gotta grow together. So thank you so much for watching. And before that, I got a question for you. Do you think I should combine the full mock test video and the feedback video together and post, or do you think this format is fine? One full mock test video, then the feedback, separate feedback. What do you think? Let me know. So thank you so much again for watching. See you in the next one. And if you're looking for a similar mock test, contact me on WhatsApp. Otherwise, join my Telegram channel. Links in the description. You can find it, read. Otherwise, everything will be running around in this area. So find me. You got my phone number. Jason. Okay. Bye bye.